Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. It's your girl Tay, and today we'll be scooping up with international artists all the way from Trinidad. You know her face, you know her music, and as she get ready to grace the stage tonight at Bacchanal, let us welcome Patrice Roberts. So, for all who's not familiar with who you are, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Patrice Roberts is a soca artist. Grew up in the countryside, started singing calypso. Calypso is kind of different from soca. It's like political. You sing more about, life, and it's more slow. Um, I was a country girl. I left the country, came to town in Trinidad, and wanted to be an entertainer. Really looked up to people like Destra and Marshall and Fia, and always wanted to be on the big stage. As a young girl, I couldn't, you know, really quite be there yet because, my mom is a Muslim. So I had to do what the young woman would do, respect their mother and try to be home and do well,
All covered.
go to school. And, but my mom still supported me, but I still had to be, sheltered because of the religion. But I decided to still follow my dreams anyway. So I left at home at a young age, at 17 years. Sorry, I didn't do anything bad, but I left with a goal, wanted to be an entertainer. And my career started at the age of 17. I started singing The Islands. The Islands was my first rendition for soca with Bungie Garlin. And then I was blessed to meet people like Bungie and Marshall and Destra throughout my journey. I met with Colonel Roberts. He was the late Lord Kitchener's son. He really used to write for me and believed in me as an artist. And I met up with Marshall and we did Band of the Year. And my career just started off from there. And here I am, a big girl now. I'm 10 years after, solo artist, doing it on my own, touring the world, have my own team, also a mother, right?
Tell us about your daughter last year, right? Tell us about it. And do you get enough time to spend with her?
Um, I was pregnant last year around this time. It was scary at first because I was not prepared. I mean, you're not always prepared to be a mother and always prepared to have a child. But God had blessed me at that time. Well, I didn't really have much of decision to make. I decided I'm going along with it, and whatever God have in store for me, I would just roll with the punches. The journey was tough. It was amazing at the same time. Carrying around this human life in your stomach and having all these mood swings, being happy, being sad, crying sometimes, not wanting to perform, but I still push myself. Most people or most pregnant people would give up and say, you know what, I would just take a year off. I kept going, performed right from a month straight down to 7 months when I couldn't do it no more. Yeah. If Caribbean Airlines or the airlines had permitted me to go, I would have gone and then perform and roll myself in hospital and have my child. But I wanted the journey. I wanted to do that, and in performing, I think she loved it. Yeah. I always felt her moving and I always know that she would love music. But yeah. She's here. The journey was really tough at first and it's amazing. But this is actually my third or fourth time being away from her. She's a really independent kid. I grew her to be like that, being on breast and bottle. So if I decide to go on perform, she still will be okay. Yeah. So I'm making my duty to check in on her every single day. I miss her, but it is an amazing journey and she's fine.
Single, dating, married, focusing.
Complicated. Complicated. So I think I'm complicated in that way, but I'm not single because music is my husband. Music is my relationship, and my daughter is the most important thing.
Definitely, definitely. How are you feeling about what's to come 2017?
I am pretty much excited. Carnival season have officially started. The first event is kicking off tomorrow. I won't be there, I'll be here. and be on my way to Trinidad, so I guess I'll be late. But tomorrow is the first event, Tribe Ignite. I'm pretty much excited. I have just released a song called Big Gill Now. I have actually 6 songs, but Big Gill Now is really blowing up in Trinidad, and I'm foreseeing a successful 2017 for me. My daughter have brought me blessing, and I can't wait to see what God have in store for me for the rest of the year.
And what has 2016 taught you? What was the year like for you?
2016 have really taught me to love myself as a person, embrace me, trust no one. you know, the people who you thought would be there is not really there for you, but the people who love you, embrace them, and that's it. Yeah, it really taught me to be a really strong woman as well. Yeah, and really work harder, because now I have somebody to look up that looks up to me. I have to really work harder and actually try my hardest to have this woman or young lady be as strong as her mom, because everything that I've gone through, I know she will. There's a lot of things that she would go through that I can't, really shield, but I would, definitely work on, raising a young woman like myself.
From then till now, how have you transitioned into the industry?
From then to now, I have evolved into a strong, independent soca artist. I've been through hell and back. I wouldn't even want to start. But, I know most could relate to things that they have gone through. Sometimes you feel like giving up. Sometimes I feel like just turning my back and saying, you know what, enough is enough. But I know God have a plan for me, so I just, sometimes I cry, I pray about it, and I just move forward. And I am seeing growth, from back then. I was really a shy person, didn't know how to perform. I wouldn't say I don't know how to perform, but being young, actually going on stage and commanding the crowd, it was difficult, because I mean, standing up on a stage and watching 10,000 people looking at you in your face, and actually learning how to, command them and have them embrace your music, it was really difficult. But now it's like a walk in the park.
When you're not performing or in studio, what is it that you're doing?
When I'm not performing, well, nowadays a human being. I'm taking care of my daughter. That is the most important thing. But I love to cook. I love to cook and invite all my friends and family and workmates. I'm really good at it. I self-taught myself. I remember being in my mom's house and actually experimenting and doing different things and making my own barbecue sauce and just burning stuff and doing stuff over and over until I got it right.
Till you're old and grey. Will you be on the stage till you're old and grey?
No, I wouldn't be on stage till I'm old and grey, but I know there are people who love soca music and love music on a whole and would be doing it till they're old and grey. I think my knees will be all buckled up by then. I intend to mold other female artists like myself, help upcoming artists. So I'll be here, I'll be in the music till I'm old and grey, but I don't think I'll be on stage till I'm old and grey. I'll be molding other female artists.
I know your biggest inspiration now might be to grow your daughter and groom her to be strong as her mother is. But what is the ultimate life goal that Patrice Roberts has?
My ultimate life goal is to take soca music to the world. Nicki Minaj is a Trinidadian, Rihanna is a Bajan, and she's out there, blowing up. I would like to be the first Trini artist, to take soca music and music out there. I want, the world to see my talent and to see what Trinidadian talents and our culture is about.
We're all humans and it's inevitable to get hurt. What was that biggest thing that you ever have to overcome?
Bad relationship. I had to overcome being cheated on, and still try to move along with my career and smile and still greet my fans with all the pain and hurt. Most times fans don't tend to think that an artist will go through the same things that they go through, but trust me, we go through it 10 times. The only thing is that the spotlight is on us and we can't really let our guards down. But for me, if I could let my guards down and just hug my fans sometimes and cry, I would do it. But I don't think fans like to see that weak side of you because they are dependent on you to for that strength. I know fans exactly. Fans go through their everyday life. Sometimes they're being battered, beaten by your significant other, rape or whatever problems they tend to face, and they come out try wanting to have a good time. So they can't have two weak person in a pot. So I tend to be strong for them, but I do go through a lot, and had to just put on my big panty on, my big girl underwear. So that's why I'm a big girl now.
That's why when I dip down low, I